Alien doctor laughed at human biology until the test results came back. The medbay aboard the Xylarian research vessel was filled with the sharp scent of antiseptic mist and the hum of alien machines. Tall glass cylinders lined the walls, glowing with pale blue light, and within them floated specimens collected from across the galaxy. Dr. Vedar, a Xylarian physician with translucent skin and a crest of bioluminescent tendrils, stood over his newest subject, a human soldier named Captain Aaron Blake. The human sat upright on the med table, arms folded, his military jacket still flecked with dust from the battlefield below. Vedar tilted his head, for eyes narrowing in amusement. Your species is laughably fragile. One organ to filter toxins, a circulatory system that bleeds out at the smallest tear, and lungs so pitiful they cannot even extract all oxygen efficiently. How you've survived this long is a cosmic joke. Aaron smirked. And yet, here I am, still breathing. Your people needed 3 medics to drag me up here because you thought I was already dead. The alien doctor hissed in laughter, a sound like scraping glass. Only because you humans refuse to follow logic. You push your bodies past failure, and then wonder why you collapse. But do not worry. I will run tests. For science, of course. He waved a clawed hand, and the medical scanners began to whir, bathing Aaron in a lattice of red and green light. Needles extended, drawing blood samples. The displays filled with alien glyphs and shifting holograms. The Mockery. Hours passed as Vedar studied the results. Every so often, he shook his head in disbelief. 200 billion red cells in each sample. Wasteful. Your bones are hollow compared to our density. Your brain. A mess of electrical chaos that somehow pretends to be thought. Aaron shrugged. Messy or not, it got us to the stars. By accident, no doubt, Vedar replied. Even your immune system is primitive. It treats harmless substances as enemies and destroys its own body. Ha! You humans are your own worst disease. The Xylarian assistants chattered in agreement, their tendrils pulsing with bright yellow light, an alien sign of mockery. Aaron leaned back, letting them laugh. Keep laughing, document. But something tells me you're going to eat those words. The strange discovery. When the final set of scans appeared, Vedar's tendrils flickered with confusion. He leaned closer, adjusting the display. His claws tapped rapidly across the console. That cannot be right, he muttered. Aaron raised an eyebrow. Problem. The doctor ignored him, running the scan again. Then a third time. Each time, the same anomaly appeared. Vedar's skin flushed with uneasy violet. He finally turned to Aaron, voice tight. Explain this. Your cells, they should be deteriorating under stress. And yet, they are stronger. The more damage you take, the more resilient they become. Aaron grinned. We call that adaptation. Push us, we get tougher. Break us, we rebuild stronger. No, this is beyond adaptation, Vedar insisted, his voice rising. Your telomeres should shorten after injury. Instead, yours lengthened. Your muscle fibers show microtears, but instead of scarring, they've reformed denser. Your very DNA, it rewrote itself in response. Aaron chuckled. Guess we're full of surprises. The fear sets in. Vedar backed away, his eyes darting across the displays. He whispered in disbelief. This defies everything. Your species should not exist. Any other race would collapse under such biological instability. But your instability is your strength. The assistants no longer glowed with mockery. Instead, their colors dimmed into nervous gray. Aaron leaned forward. Now you see why we survive. Why we fight wars we shouldn't win. Why empires underestimate us, until it's too late. Vedar's hands trembled. This is why your kind is feared. Not your weapons. Not your technology. But this, he gestured at the scan. This curse you carry inside. The more the universe tries to kill you, the harder you are to kill. A deeper revelation. But the results did not stop there. Vedar discovered another anomaly, Aaron's bloodstream carried traces of multiple alien pathogens collected during campaigns across distant worlds. Viruses, parasites, bacterial strains, any one of which could wipe out another species. Yet Aaron's body not only contained them, it had integrated them. "You are a walking archive of plagues," Vedar whispered. "Any other being would be long dead. But your cells, they learn from invaders. They steal from them. Incorporate traits." Aaron tilted his head. "Like evolution, sped up." "More than evolution," Vedar breathed. "It is theft. You humans are thieves of biology itself." He collapsed into a chair, staring at the human with new dread. "If your kind spreads unchecked, no species will remain unaltered. You will not just conquer worlds, you will absorb them." The human's answer. Aaron stood, stretching his shoulders. "You talk like we planned this. Truth is, we're just trying to survive. The galaxy doesn't make room for weak species. Either you adapt or you die." Vedar's voice dropped. "You are not fragile. You are the most dangerous organism we have ever encountered." The medbay fell silent. Finally, Aaron smirked. "And you were laughing at us a few hours ago." The aftermath. Word of the discovery spread quickly among the Xylarian crew. What began as ridicule turned to hushed respect, and then fear. The humans were no longer viewed as primitive curiosities, they were predators disguised as prey. Some of the aliens whispered that humanity should be eradicated before it was too late. Others argued that such an act would be impossible. Killing one human only made the rest more dangerous. As the debate raged, Vedar locked the medical scans in his private archives. He stared at them each night, unable to silence the question that gnawed at his mind. What happens when humans stop simply surviving and begin to deliberately harness this gift? Epilogue. On the observation deck, Aaron watched the stars pass by, hands in his pockets. Vedar approached slowly, still shaken. "I studied your biology to mock it," the doctor admitted. "Instead, I have glimpsed the future, and it terrifies me." Aaron glanced at him. "The future doesn't have to be terrifying. Document depends on how you treat us. We can be allies, or nightmares." The alien swallowed, tendrils flickering in pale resignation. "Then for the sake of all species, Captain Blake, let us pray humanity chooses wisely." Aaron's smirk faded into something colder. "Pray all you want. But remember, we don't wait for permission to survive." And with that, the human turned back to the stars, fragile yet unbreakable, mocked yet feared, a paradox in flesh.